Good evening. 2 police officers are dead and a third is seriously wounded after they were ambushed and shot execution style during a house call at a property near Bright in the state's northeast. The accused gunman is on the run tonight, possibly with his wife and children as hostages. Police warn he's armed and dangerous. As we go to air, our police force is reeling on one of its darkest days while also hunting a cold-blooded killer. Chief Crime Reporter Cassie Zervos leads tonight's coverage.
Rushing towards danger on one of the force's darkest days.
I can confirm tragically that 2 of our fine Victoria police officers today lost their lives in the line of duty.
Around 10 a.m, a group of 10 police came with warrants for sex and firearms offences to a property in Porepunkah, 3 hours northeast of Melbourne, near the tourist town of Bright. But the resident was ready, waiting in ambush, possibly in a disused minibus. He opened fire, executing 2 officers in cold blood. One was due to retire next week.
Life is precious, and I've been involved for 17 years investigating the loss of life and seen the heartbreak in families.
A third officer took a gunshot to the upper leg. He survived. Then the shooter, identified as Dezi Freeman, fled, taking at least one police-issue firearm with him. That sparked a massive manhunt. Initially, there were fears he'd target locals.
Just after recess, we received news that we needed to go into a lockdown.
Terrified parents were left to wait and worry for hours.
It's just the kind of thing you don't expect it to happen. But just very thankful to the school. They've kept us updated all day. It's been great.
At 11:18, the Air Wing landed at police headquarters to pick up elite Specialist Operations Group police. This afternoon, they were joined by tactical officers from New South Wales. By then, the suspect had fled into the forest, taking his wife and children as hostages.
The group chat started to light up with saying there was gunmen on the loose.
In the air, a helicopter equipped with an infrared camera scoured the bush, searching for heat signatures.
We have deployed all specialist resources into the area to arrest the person responsible.
The alleged gunman has a long history with police.
They're going to make some shit up on me, mate, because I stood up to them.
Arrested at an anti-government protest in 2021.
We have the right of self-defence against these terrorist criminals.
In 2024, he verbally abused a judge in a case about refusing a roadside drug test. On another occasion, as part of the sovereign citizen movement, he tried to arrest a different judge, and he's publicly compared police to Nazis.
Everyone knows that these scumbags are butthurt because they're obsessed with power.
7 years ago, Freeman called the police to the property in a neighbourhood dispute.
That chainsaw incident, breaching the noise abatement notice, and senior constable actually said to me that he'd never seen a case so bad out here.
Tonight, he remains on the run. To the people of Porepunkah, a message of reassurance from the police chief.
That we will do everything to bring this person into custody so that your community is safe.
And Police Chief Commissioner Mike Bush is providing this update live from Wangaratta right now.
Joining us. The word tragic doesn't begin to describe what occurred today in our community at Porepunkah. The community and the police family are grieving tonight. I'd like to share some details with you. Firstly, I want to acknowledge our fine and brave officers that lost their lives today in the line of duty. One of those officers was a 59-year-old detective. The other officer, a 35-year-old senior constable. One of our other good officers was a detective. He has been shot and is currently in surgery, being treated. His injuries are not life-threatening. In terms of the current situation, the suspect for this horrific event is still at large. We believe he is armed. We have deployed every specialist resource into this area to locate him. It is our priority. Our priority is to arrest him, to ensure that he's held to account for the actions, but also very much to bring safety and security to this community. We have hundreds of police resources assigned to this very important task. I would like to ensure the community that we're doing every effort. I do ask members of the community to stay indoors, take care of themselves. If you see anything or hear anything that concerns you, please ring us at the local station, 000 or Crime Stoppers. I would like to talk to the police family and the loved ones of our lost and fallen officers. Myself and every member of Victoria Police are with you at this moment. Our hearts go out to you. We thank those courageous officers. In fact, we thank every police officer who comes to work every day to keep their communities safe, knowing that these things can and do occur. So we are with our officers every step of the way. And we will do everything to look after the families of those officers. I have received messages from all my Commissioner colleagues across Australia who feel this as much as we do. And they send their support and love and offer every assistance also. I will remain here to answer some questions, but I would now like to hand over to Mr. Wayne Gatt, who is the head of the Police Association. Thank you, Wayne.
Thank you, Chief Commissioner. I'd like to thank the Chief Commissioner for his leadership and his support. Our immediate thoughts are obviously with the loved ones and the families of our fallen officers who were murdered today. Police stations have fallen silent in Victoria. When we were first notified, there's a shocking and eerie feeling of dread and indeed a sense of not knowing what to do, and that's something that's being echoed in every police station across this state right now. Indeed, as we're having this press conference here today, thousands of police at home, in police stations, in mess rooms, in muster rooms will be watching this. And I want to say to those people, there are members of the police force, family here, members of the Police Association standing with your colleagues, supporting those colleagues. It's important for you to understand if you're out in the field, and I do want to acknowledge that we still have hundreds of our members putting themselves in danger right as we speak in an attempt to conclude this situation. Our members today paid the ultimate price for protecting the community. It's the price that is often in the back of our minds, something we try to keep there as much as we can. Sadly, on days like this, it comes to the surface, it comes out. In fact, it's too clear. Police officers today across the state will go home. They'll crash at that point. At the moment, they're busy doing their job, trying to keep things going and trying to resolve this situation. But when they're in the quiet and silence of their homes, they will crash. They will have to deal with the loss of their colleagues, and they'll hug their loved ones a little tighter, something, sadly, 2 of our members tonight will have missed the opportunity to do forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. Nicely said. I'm happy to take questions, but you will, of course, understand this is an...
And we'll leave that media conference there. Cassie Zervos is at the scene in Porepunkah this evening. And Cassie, the town is still in lockdown.
Well, Mitch, it has been 7.5 hours since Dezi Freeman opened fire, but as we heard from the Chief Commissioner, the manhunt is still on tonight as we go to air. This man is armed and he is dangerous, so much so Victoria Police has sent out a text message to every single person in town and surrounding suburbs warning us that there is an active shooter on the run. Myself and my cameraman also received that text message, but I do want to confirm we are at the roadblock, so where we are is the safest place to be right now. We are surrounded by police officers, uniformed officers and plainclothes detectives, as you can see. Now, earlier we saw them stopping vehicles coming through as a precaution just to make sure that Gunman hasn't taken another person hostage. Right now, though, it is quite eerily quiet here in town. I'm not sure if you can hear, but the police SOG helicopter is still up and behind us, circling the bushland where Dezi Freeman went and fled with his wife and his child, potentially his second child as well. The rain has started and it has become dark, making it incredibly difficult for our Victoria Police officers on the ground and in the sky, but they are throwing every resource they have at finding this dangerous man, Mitch, before he hurts someone else. And as we heard, the force has lost 2 of their own, but this ripple effect will go on for days, weeks, and of course, months to come. We will bring you live updates once we hear them, Mitch.
Cassie Zervos at Porepunkah in Victoria's northeast. Thank you. The third police officer shot has been flown to Melbourne's Alfred Hospital. Bethan Yeoman is there. And Beth, what's the latest on his condition?
Mitch, he's thankfully in a stable condition. He was shot in the thigh as 10 police officers approached the property in Porepunkah earlier today. The man, who 7 News understands is a local police officer, was treated by paramedics at the scene before being airlifted to here at the Alfred Hospital with serious leg injuries. The police chief has just confirmed he is now undergoing surgery. He will survive his injuries. They are serious, but thankfully not critical. I've just spoken to the Alfred Hospital, who says he is in a serious but stable condition overall. No doubt now suffering intense shock after witnessing 2 of his colleagues fatally shot in front of him under horrific circumstances, Mitch.
Indeed. Bethan Yeoman in Paran, thank you.